You're muted.
I want to start over. Okay, we're back to the Onward and Upward podcast. I am Emily, along with Mr. Kurt Ruskoff. Kurt, you want to introduce yourself?
I am Kurt Ruskoff.
How did you get into with Onward and Upward?
Oh, I was given some serious sentiments by Emily, and it was kind of a coerced and forced endeavor, kind of like a voluntelling, like pretty much being told I'm going to do a lot of things with Onward and Upward. It's kind of an interesting experience here at Onward and Upward with Emily.
Very funny. So Kurt, maybe you can add more to this. We are having a fundraiser in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks. And it is a smash party that will last half an hour. Kara, do you want to say kind of what a smash party is? And more about the event?
I believe it's where you smash and you party.
Not exactly, not in that way, no.
Having fun here on the Onward and Upward podcast, and kind of giving Emily a chance here to come in here and be the primary host of live streaming and coming in here and introducing everything we're doing. As far as the Smash Party, a classmate of mine from middle school and high school has a business called Smash Therapy and Meditation Practices. And so with the Smash Party, it's a format of 15 minutes of grabbing an item and having it all set up safely and with protective equipment on and so forth, and using a sledgehammer, crowbar, ball peen hammer, claw hammer, whatever it may be, and smashing the smithereens out of something for a venting experience and creating a high release and high energy experience. And then after the 15 minutes, turning a corner to bring the emotions down the other direction towards calm and cool, collective through the meditation experience. And Emily has some details about how to get the connection that you can participate on Zoom. Take it away, Emily.
Yeah, it's going to be on Zoom at 5:00 Eastern. And it's a $20 I don't know what you call it, like a registration fee to participate. So if you are interested, please contact either me or Kurt, and we will get you the Zoom link for this event. And we are still talking about the Smash Party. We are having a Smash Party the first Friday of every month between now and November. So if August 6th doesn't work, hopefully one of the other ones will. And Onward and Upward is looking for anybody who is interested in volunteering with us, donating to us, sponsoring. Like so on. So if you're interested in one of those, to let us know about that too. Anything you want to add, Kurt? And anything in regards to that or anything else?
Well, I believe you have some things set up on social media with this event, and gets them to Eventbrite and so forth. Are you able to go through how people find this on LinkedIn, Facebook, and kind of get into the Eventbrite to go ahead and register and provide their minimum donation of $20? And it's a fundraiser, so people can contribute as much as they'd like. But to run the event, we have that minimum of $20 to get things started, right?
Right, it's on the Onward and Upward Facebook page and the Onward and Upward LinkedIn page. So if you go there, there is a Eventbrite link that you can go to, and you can put in your info for the $20, and along with other info to register for the event. And then yeah. Anything, Kurt? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, what is Onward and Upward? We're supporting
Sure.
an organization called Onward and Upward. What is it?
Okay, so Onward and Upward is a nonprofit started by Anna Maria Blevin 4 years ago. It's like tomorrow will be 4 years in 1 week. Kurt, isn't that awesome? And it came out of a conversation with her husband, and they started a community online work center for focusing more on the homeless population and veterans. And so somebody can, well, the online work center unfortunately has been shut down due to COVID, and it's still kind of shut down. But when we were up and running, we had people that couldn't walk in, and we had help them find employment. So that's what Onward and Upward is all about, is helping someone find employment, which is also the same basis for Prosperity Pathways also that Anna Maria founded. And that was more like 7 years ago for Prosperity Pathways. But anyway, so someone could walk into the community online work center. And we would show them how to find a position, out there with applying to the position, like with the resume and cover letter and so on. And then once they got a position, then they could be at the online work center in their own cubicle with a computer. And this is part of our 6-month program. So by the end of the 6 months, the person would be able to take that computer like home with them and be able to work from home for that same online employer that they're working for at our online or our job center. And correct me if I'm wrong, Kurt, but I think it was 17 in the first year. Well, yeah, because the first person that got a position once this center opened was a Army vet, and we've had success with helping people find employment, and also in the process reconnecting with their families. If anything you want to say so her, Kurt?
I guess let's keep going with this. When you look at the time that you've spent, you've had, like, I think is it approaching a year and a half with Onward and Upward, so that's a year and some months of the 4 years it's been in existence. And the story told is you just dove in and started helping. You want to elaborate that a little bit about you're able to speak to all this stuff being done, but there was a day you just got a little gist of what Anne Marie was doing, you decided to help her. You want to talk more about that?
When I met Anna Maria, when I started back in March of 2020, it was as part of like a sort of a internship slash like temporary work experience, and which was to last like 3 months. However, by the end of the 3 months, Anna Maria had decided to hire me on and keep me around. And so it actually turned into from an internship into like an actual position, sort of permanent position. And I was getting paid up until like November of last year. Ever since then, it's been all volunteer. And we are looking for anybody who is willing to what's the word? Donate, or we're sort of looking in the middle, looking for funding. So if anyone is looking to help with any of our funding, please reach out to us. That'd be lovely. And we've had quite a few people come and go. They just recently got a few new volunteers. And I think we're up to like 10 total people volunteering or having some sort of role with us right now. So, but if anybody else wants to join us, we'd be happy to let them into the group. In any way they would like to help. Which we're looking sort of especially for fundraising and like so marketing, like social media marketing type things, and fundraising. So if anybody has an interest in for that, or knows somebody that is, please feel free to send them our way or contact us via our website at onwardupwardinc.org, or calling 608-515-8227, or emailing contact@onwardupwardinc.com. Right, back to you, Kurt.
All right, thank you. So basically, in terms of the volunteering and helping Anna Maria out and kind of forming agendas for our meetings and all of the administrative stuff you do, what's your favorite part about volunteering for Onward and Upward?
Oh boy. Probably having something to do with that we are an organization that helps people with at least one area in their lives, to helping people improve, at least in one area of their life. And we are all about about the people business and helping others to have to have a better life than what they may currently be in. So it's kind of my whole thing about helping people and that kind of thing. So I think that's kind of my I don't know if I know that's not really, but that's kind of my favorite thing about the company or business is the whole mission vision of it. So what's yours, Kurt?
Oh, this is it right here to watch you do your favorite thing, public speaking and presenting
All
and
right.
pod. So this is, right in the clenches of things and making it happen, turning up the exposure and getting out there and letting people know about Onward and Upward, because otherwise we're just kind of an island unto ourselves and kind of pushing a lot of data and information and emails and doing a lot of this impersonal stuff. So it's good to get into this and to share the message, to share the story that is Onward and Upward. And really getting into the advocacy piece of attending to the economic gap that is left in capitalism and free enterprise and democracy and everything that is the system that we adhere to as citizens. As good as it is, it leaves too large of a population left without shelter, the basics of life, food, shelter, and clothing. And unfortunately, our nation does not provide. So yeah, it's goal to have nonprofits like this filling the gap and doing the work in here. So it is too much for a small team to attend to. So we're doing some recruiting, aren't we, Emily?
Uh-huh. We are. Especially for the whole fundraising side of things, as well as kind of the whole marketing promotion, social media promotion, especially, but be like the main 2 or 3 things that we're mostly recruiting for. But if anybody has any interest in doing anything else, I'm sure we have other stuff, that other ways people can help too. So just let us know how and when you'd like to help, and can see what we can do to make it happen. All right, Kurt.
All right. So what is it like volunteering? You say somebody wants to volunteer, we're recruiting. How are we recruiting? What's the process that they go from not knowing about Onward and Upward to all of a sudden they're in their team meetings? What does that look like?
If if somebody contacts us, either me or Anna Maria or both of us will reach out to the person and kind of find out what they kind of a little bit about their background, what they are interested in doing, and then in the case of a job specialist, which is one of our few people doing that. We would go through a few things about like how to log in and over a few forms to fill out when we're talking to clients and other kind of behind the scenes kind of stuff. And then kind of start doing whatever it is. Okay.
It's like my name is like a period, it's like
Yes,
period,
it
next
is.
paragraph, Kurt, pick it up from here.
Yes.
So this is good. So our newfound friend Valerie, went through this process. So can you walk through kind of using Valerie as an example? Like she, found out about our need for volunteering. Like where did she find that? And what did she do to get your attention? And how did she determine the role she plays? And then she ended up being on our podcast on Wednesday. Why don't you just use her as an example for how it wasn't that long ago we didn't know about Valerie. We didn't know her. And through the volunteer requests, we got to know her and she's doing a lot of work for us. You want to describe that a little bit?
As of a few months ago, yeah. So Valerie is out in New York. And she found Onward and Upward through volunteermatch.org. And we had 3 different positions listed on volunteermatch.org. And the job specialist being one of them. And so she decided that was the one that she wanted or was most interested in or wanted to do. So she so then volunteer match, or I don't know if apply is the right word, but to fill out the thing on volunteermatch.org to say that she was interested. And then Anna Maria and I both reached out to her. Or actually, Anna Maria, I think, reached out to her first. And then she came to one of our team meetings. And I kind of had gone through, well, Amory and I kind of gone through the whole how you wanted her to do what you wanted her to do, with like calling the like different with the like different information. with like logging in and the couple different forms that we filled out. And she's been in contact with several people that were referred to us by a couple agencies, and is in the process of helping them find a position. And just a couple days ago, she came on to our Prosperity Pathways podcast, which is one of 4 that Kurt and I do. And from what I heard, it was a good conversation a couple days ago. Right, Kurt?
That's right.
What did you guys talk about?
Well, we talked about,
Or yeah, anything you want to add?
yeah, well, I mean, you asked the question, what did we talk about? She's a student studying economics and sociology. And so we talked about her interests in Onward and Upward and this topic of people experiencing homelessness. And we talked about the challenge and, serving the clients we get who are people experiencing homelessness, and, the idea of, how do we perceive our role in it all, and, kind of asked her for some thoughts about what she's hoping in terms of at a societal level and in an economic sense, kind of, what this challenge is all about and how we solve it, so that so we can break the poverty cycle that people get into because of the limitations of our system. So yeah, it was a great conversation. She shared, and from her vantage point, what you just went through, the timeline of her being onboarded and what she likes. We talked about the smash party. So how do they find that podcast? If people are interested to see more about Valerie, as we're talking to, how do they find that podcast, Emily?
We that particular podcast is live. The Prosperity Pathways LLC Facebook page, along with the Prosperity Pathways YouTube channel. And so they could be both found on there. Well, all of our podcasts are live streamed to Facebook and YouTube. So, but if you want to be a guest on the podcast, please let me and Kurt know, and we can get you the link to guest, the Zoom link to be on the podcast. So I guess that's kind of a wrap for today. We will be back next Friday at 4:00 Central for another episode. Do you have any last words, Kurt?
Well, just a big thank you for everybody tuning in and everybody giving a like to our Facebook posts and the Facebook page itself for Onward and Upward. So I guess I'll just leave it at Onward and Upward, and we're out of here. Till next time.